Hi everyone. So today I'm going to share with you my installation and review of this Ring security camera. It's basically designed just to replace your existing floodlight, but it also has a camera built in as well, so you can get notifications via your smartphone, or if you've got Amazon Show devices, you can see what's going on that as well. I actually bought this back on Prime Day, Amazon Prime Day last year, back in July. So I've had it a good 6, 7 months, and it's just been sat in its box waiting for me to basically get off my backside and install it. And today, finally, I had a chance to do it. So I just thought I'd share my experiences with yourselves. I'm actually installing this in place of an existing security light we've got on the house. It's actually a high-low light, which means that it goes to a dim setting and then gets bright when it detects. Unfortunately, it's never worked properly, and it's been a bit of a pain in the backside where it just won't get brighter or it stays bright all the time. So I thought that's basically what I bought this to replace it for. It comes in a nice box as usual with these sort of things. You to sort of like give you the impression that you're getting something for your money these days, because they are quite expensive. They're £250 normally. At the time when I bought this from Amazon on the Prime Day deal, it was £170, so it's a significant saving. Something that I thought was worth trying at the time. As you can see, it's nicely packaged. Underneath here, you've got your plastic that holds it all in place. It's quite weighty as well. It's all cast aluminium, so it's quite a heavy unit. It's not plastic compared to some of the outside lights that I've had, including the one that I've taken down, which was just basically a plastic box. A nice touch I thought we got with this was you do actually get a little box which contains all your accessories that you need. It even includes a little screwdriver and a drill bit for the actual roll plugs that are included with it, which to be honest is quite a nice touch, because usually you get these sort of things, you might get wall plugs, but you don't get a drill bit or anything like that, or a screwdriver. Granted, it's not the best thing on the world, but it also doubles up where if you take the bit out of the handle, you can use that to tighten the nuts up on the front, which does make life a lot easier for putting it together. There's quite a lot of articulation with this unit, so you can position the lights pretty much where you want them. Once you've got everything in the position that you want, you just simply tighten the nuts and they'll hold them in place. If you want to adjust it later on, again, it's just a case of slackening them off, twisting them in the position you want, and then tightening everything back up again. Just before installing it, I had a quick look online just at their installation videos and downloaded the user manual rather than looking at the little tiny things that came printed in the box. As I said earlier, it's quite straightforward. You'd simply replacing one light for another if you've already got one on the wall like I have here. So it's just a case of go up your ladders, take the old one off, connect the new one, put it all back together, and then angle the lights and the sensor to where you want them. Obviously make sure you've got the electricity switched off before you do. Once you connect power to it, you'll see that there's a light flashing on the bottom as soon as you power it all up. That's nothing to worry about, that's just purely telling you that it's actually in pairing mode, ready for you to install the app. So now it's on to actually configuring the light. To do this, you'll need to download the app. I'm on Android, so it's just a case of finding it in the Play Store. They also do it for iOS, so you're covered either way. You can install it on a tablet if you want rather than a smartphone as well, so it's entirely down to yourself how you want to go. Once installed, you'll be prompted to create an account. You'll also need to verify this from your email. A small problem that I had on the installation of this is it was asking me to scan the code on the Ring device. It also said you'd find it on the packaging, but I couldn't find it on the packaging. So when I asked the app to tell me where it was telling me it was actually on the lamp itself, and there was no way I was going to take it off the wall just to scan it. So I went and used the option to do it without scanning, and it just picked it up straight away. As I mentioned earlier, it will ask if it's flashing. It flashes as soon as you connect power to it, so it's pretty much a case of turn it on and use the app. Nothing really else to do other than I did it the manual way rather than scanning the barcode on a non-existent box, or non-existent barcode should I say. So you'll need to connect it to Wi-Fi for it to work properly. So you just connect it onto whichever SSID you want to use. and then it should configure itself. Once I'd done that, it downloaded a firmware update itself. The camera itself actually spoke to me outside, said it was updating. Once you've done that, you're ready to play. There's quite a few more options on it as you set it up if you want to go into them. You obviously need to confirm your address, but it'll also let you link it to your neighbours. It'll let you add other email accounts to it if you want to share with other products and so on. If you've got a Ring doorbell, you can use that as well. When I first went into the app, it was telling me I had an alert, which was just a case of the van at the bottom of the street parking up opposite my drive. So I went into the app and had a play and had a look at a few options, of which there were things like turning the light on and off. You can change the motion settings, the actual event history notifications and so on. You can even play with the siren, which is quite loud. If you actually go into the main view of the app, which I'll show you by clicking on the live view, you can actually talk through the camera to someone on your driveway, and you can hear them back as well if you want. It'll always ask you to enable when you first use it, but this is the live view. It's actually quite a good picture quality. As I said before, you can actually talk to somebody outside if you wanted as well. It is quite loud. You can turn the light on and off. There's other features on the option as well, which I'll show you once we go to nighttime mode. And this is what it looks like in nighttime mode. As you can see, the infrared is actually quite good. When you turn the actual lights on from the menu, because you can have it on in manual control rather than automatic, just by tapping on the light icon, it does make a big difference. It's you can read the number plate really well. You can see the details of the driveway and everything. So all I know, it's quite an impressive little camera, especially at night, considering that you wouldn't think you get much of a decent picture at night. So yeah, I mean, all in all, I don't think it's a bad little system. It's better than the light that we had up, which had a mind of its own, and that security light was about £80. So it's all down to if you can get it on a good deal, I guess. If you can get it for a reasonable price, then it's something I'd recommend buying. It's pretty simple to install. The app's nice and fluid. The quality is good of the actual camera. The build quality is good for the actual unit as well. So I think it's something that should last quite a while. So hopefully it will be a worthwhile investment. So there's my thoughts on this Ring Floodlight camera. I hope you found the review useful, and as usual, if you'd like, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, and bye for now.